Meghan blacklisted for Albie Awards as Amal tightens rules to keep her far away. It is common knowledge that George and Amal Clooney are the paradigmatic power couple, and their most recent endeavor puts their enormous reputation to good use in the service of a worthy cause. The first ever Albie Awards were presented for the first time last night in New York City by the Clooneys, who are the co-founders of the Clooney Foundation for Justice. These awards are intended to celebrate courageous champions of justice all over the world. But wait a minute, why was Meghan Markle not present? Did these two best friends fight? Why did Amal make rules to keep Meghan far away? Here at Royal Stories, let's start talking. One expert believes that Harry and Meghan have created space between themselves and their celebrity friends in Hollywood by attending public events together. Andy Barr, a public relations expert and the CEO of 10 Yetis, shared his thoughts with the Daily Star in an exclusive interview regarding the couple and their future in the United States. Barr is under the impression that their famous friends may have abandoned them because they are wary of the pair as a result of the activities they have taken in the past. He made the following statement: "The penny has just dropped for the Hollywood elite. If Harry and Meghan would do this to their own actual family, what could and would they potentially tell about their A-lister friends?" Because of this realization, you can clearly see that there is a growing gap between the two of them and the so-called Hollywood royalty. In recent times, a number of people have hypothesized that A-list celebrities in Hollywood, such as Oprah Winfrey and George and Amal Clooney, have begun to disassociate themselves from erstwhile royal families. Andy also mentioned that some of Harry and Meghan's famous pals may be concerned about the public drama that has surrounded them recently, specifically Harry's book Spare, their Netflix series, and his recent interview. He continued by saying, "They were welcomed into American high society and influence with open arms, but it very much appears that, like any over-egged advertising campaign, people are suffering from Harry and Meghan weariness and starting to shift away from them." Ironically, it appears as though Harry's recent solo interviews have resonated more here in the UK and are being perceived by the public as a type of closure or therapy. Given the backlash that they have received as a result of their recent media attention, Andy also provided some advice for what Harry and Meghan ought to do next. They will have employed some of the best experts in the world to lead them through this change, and as any good public relations professional would tell you, it is crucial that you recognize when to leave the room with people wanting more. Amal Clooney is the only one who can make a mess seem this good. When night falls, the human rights lawyer may change into a dazzling gown, put on a red lip, and seem even more like a movie star than the man who was walking by her while she is wearing a suit like nobody's business. Amal Clooney did just that on Thursday night at the first ever Albie Awards, which were sponsored by the Clooney Foundation for Justice. The Clooney Foundation for Justice is a human rights organization that Amal and her husband, George, co-founded. Amal, who is 44 years old, looked very stunning in a column gown that was designed by Atelier Versus and was silver and gold. The advocate for human rights accessorized her outfit with a pair of silver strappy sandals by Aquazzura. She wore a strong red lip and classic curls to continue the 1920s vibes she was going for. George, who was 61 at the time, was dressed to the nines in his timeless tuxedo. The stylish pair played host to the awards, and many of their famous friends came out to show their support for the charitable organization. Julia Roberts, who co-starred with George Clooney in Ticket to Paradise, was there, as was Randy Gerber, who is a friend of the Casamigos Tequila founder and a partner in the company, together with his wife Cindy Crawford. In order to collect evidence of major human rights abuses, provide free legal support to victims, and seek to guarantee that criminals are called to account, the Oscar-winning actor and his wife founded a human rights group. On Tuesday, the couple celebrated the 8th anniversary of their wedding wearing equally chic costumes. The Lebanese-British barrister wore a pleated zebra-striped miniskirt with a matching purse and a traditional black turtleneck. Her husband, who played Danny Ocean in Ocean's 11, did not dress to the nines for the occasion but did wear a dark suit. The Silver Fox's most recent wardrobe choices are a change from his recent affinity for wearing dad jeans. Well, indeed, Amal was looking absolutely stunning as she delivered her remarks. They either face the possibility of being incarcerated or of being physically harmed. We wanted to put them in the spotlight for the evening so that people would be aware of what they are doing and we wanted to cast a protective light on them so that they could continue their work and hopefully remain safe. The star-studded red carpet event took place on the historic steps of the New York Public Library, where a multitude of huge candles enclosed in glass created an ethereal pathway for attendees to follow as they made their way inside. George talked about how he and his wife had been working on the foundation together, and the actor couldn't help but be incredibly impressed by her achievements. To put that into perspective, we worked together on everything. We worked together on the twins, he said to people. But you know, this is a big one because Amal's gotten journalists out of Egypt, out of Azerbaijan and prisons, all around the globe, the speaker said. But you know, this is an amazing one. He proceeded by noting that it's incredibly gratifying for me when she's able to get folks who are wrongfully charged for doing their job out of prison. My wonderful wife is the source of my utmost pride. We often emphasize that justice, like war, has to be waged in order to be achieved. It is not something that is going to take place all by itself. We have no choice but to contend for it and to continue devoting each and every ounce of our strength to the cause. This event is an effort to cast a light on these people who are sacrificing everything to fight for justice, George told Vogue. This event is an effort to shine a light on these people. When asked who crafted his timeless tuxedo, he demonstrated some of the infectious comedic timing that made him so popular. Armani is the only brand I wear. He said it with a giggle and referred to them as like family. Inside, the celebration centered on the courageous individuals who were being honored. The Lifetime Achievement Award was bestowed upon Justice Albie Sachs, who is recognized for his dedication to abolishing apartheid in South Africa and for whom the award is named. Maria Ressa, a journalist working in the Philippines, was recognized with the Justice for Journalists Award. The Justice for Survivors Award went to the organization IACT, which helps people who survived genocide and are now living in refugee camps. The Justice for Democracy Defenders Award went to the human rights organization Viasna, which is based in Belarus. Last but not least, Dr. Josephine Kalia, a representative of the Samburu Girls Foundation, an organization based in Kenya, accepted the Justice for Women Award. We've seen that in far too many places, the people who are perpetrating the worst crimes and human rights violations are getting away with it, while those who are reporting on them are being locked up. This is unacceptable. Therefore, we decided to make an effort through the work that we do to contribute to changing that, added Amal. We want to see human rights abuses addressed so that those guilty are truly held accountable for their actions. No one is above the law, and this is not something any one of us can accomplish on our own. Because of this, you have to begin somewhere, and we have an incredible group of allies here with us tonight to provide their support. That's all for the video today. If you want to see more such videos, don't forget to give this one a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel. Thanks for watching.